And we want to get straight to that breaking news right now. Metro Police have arrested a 24-year-old man for allegedly murdering a 56-year-old man. Robbie Vedito was killed in a hit and run on the city's southwest side, and it happened just before noon yesterday. This is near Troy Avenue and Denison Street. That is where police found Vedito in critical condition. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. Police are saying the 24-year-old left the scene after hitting Vedito, and now he's facing multiple preliminary charges. And in the next few minutes, the first round of Live Golf Indianapolis is going to start. Shotgun is at 12:05. So we've got our eyes on that, and we're set to bring that to you. Thanks so much for joining us here at noon. I'm Felicia Lawrence. So fans at Live Golf will get a chance to see golfers like Bubba Watson and Jon Rahm this afternoon at the club at Chatham Hills in Westfield. And that's where our Anna Chalker is with a preview of what fans can expect this weekend. Hey, Anna.
An exciting weekend here at Chatham Hills for the Live Golf Tournament. So much going on the course, but you can kind of take a step away into the fan zone because here at Live, they want to make sure the fans, the families, they are involved with this tournament. We've got Adam with Live Golf joining us today. Thanks for joining us. You know, this is such an exciting area. What can families experience over here?
Yeah, what's great about Live Golf is we're really trying to electrify the golf experience. So not only is it an elite competition where you have players like Bryson DeChambeau and his team, the Crushers, they're competing in both an individual and a team competition at the same time. But we want this to be a true golf festival, a celebration of the game where there's something for everybody. So we have a fan village, which is the heartbeat of our fan activation at any Live Golf event. And so that's where we are right now, and we're in front of the Kids Zone. And what we want to make sure we have is a place where parents can bring their kids and let them decompress a little bit, let them get out of the sun, have some fun with some other activities, and then get ready to go watch some great golf again.
And I mean, something crazy behind you, something interesting you'll never see at a golf tournament. We've got a petting zoo, and we're going to have some goats out here today. What's that all about?
Well, I said before that we're both individual and team competition. And so the range goats, led by the captain, Bubba Watson, has this activation. And we have, yes, live goats here for the kids to pet and enjoy, all part of the range goats activation.
And you know, that's really, a unique thing, and also something with unique. A lot of these games are kind of centered around Indiana, the things that Indiana's known for the best. I mean, how important was it to really kind of amplify the state throughout this?
It always is. We try to pay homage to the local city and community that we're in. And when you come to Indianapolis, you can't help but pay homage to the Indy 500. It's just such an incredible event. We have so much respect for it and the energy that it brings. It fits so well with the energy that Live brings. So a lot of our activations that you'll see over here are race themed, Indy themed. So we have things like the Speedway putt, the tire shop chip, the podium putting activation. We think kids are just gonna have a great time.
Really, we love that. Thank you so much. An exciting weekend out here for Live Golf. We have so much going on. For all the information for that, you can head to WTHR.com.
And then for fans heading out for Live, it's actually going to be a pretty hot one.
Yes, it is.
But are they going to have a dry one?
I think overall, so far, it looks like things are going to remain dry, not just for today, but for the weekend as well. So
at least
they
won't be wet with precipitation.
No, just
sweating.
Just perspiration for sure. Let's go ahead and take you to a look outside. And I always like to show this and then say, all right, I'm going to pull the one-armed bandit, the slot machine, and we've got sunshines across the board, 80s across the board as well. And it's only noon, so these temperatures are likely going to get into the 90s by the afternoon. We do expect to get there. A little bit of a different look at it. You can see that everyone is into the 80s, will likely be into the 90s. We made it to the 90s yesterday. And as far as that rain chance, looking very, very low. Not zero, but very, very low. Clear skies for the most part. We'll likely see more showers and storms pop up into parts of Kentucky, and then yet more popping into parts of Iowa and into Minnesota. I'm mentioning that because we'll be watching that area for development later in the day today. As far as how much rain we've seen so far in the month, well, we've had the few days where we've received some rain, but overall it's been relatively dry, at least at the airport. Remember, this is one of those situations where your neighbor may get some rain, but you may not. So we are down for the month for what we've seen so far at the airport. But of course, things are going to be very different. We're starting to see some of the drought creep into a few areas, depending on exactly where you are. As far as our forecast for today, mostly sunny and 91, but that is just the start of a continued heat wave that's going to continue all the way through the weekend. I'll show you that forecast coming up.
Okay, thanks for prepping us, Rob. Now to news out of Delaware County. We are learning that a 10-year-old found dead in a car was the daughter of a sheriff's deputy. Indiana State Police are telling us they found the girl last night in Selma, just outside of Muncie. She was found dead inside a car. State Police say the girl had a documented lifelong medical condition, but did not provide any further detail. Right now, investigators say her death does not appear to be suspicious. The Delaware County Coroner's Office is expected to determine the official cause and manner of death. And a 25-year-old man is dead after an overnight shooting on the city's northeast side. It happened on Meadowlark Drive near East 42nd Street and North Franklin Road. And we got to tell you what we know right now. So when officers arrived, they found Paul Thompson III dead in the street. Police also say they found shell casings there. They believe the suspect took off after the shooting. All of this is according to nearby witnesses who say they heard the car. We have reached out to police to see if they have identified any suspects or if they know of a motive. An active search is underway for a second suspect after an exchange of gunfire with IMPD. Police do have one person in custody after making an arrest yesterday afternoon. And that suspect was wanted from the original domestic disturbance that started all of this. It's not clear if he fired any shots. That first incident happened Wednesday night near 75th and Benford. A few hours later, around midnight, officers say they tracked down the suspect's car and tried to stop it. That sparked a brief chase, and during that pursuit, police say two people jumped out of a car and one of them fired a weapon at officers. One of the officers fired back. The officer is now on administrative leave, which is IMPD policy. Well, community activists say the part of town where those gunshots were fired is just a hot spot for violence. So here's what we're learning from IMPD records. This year, officers have taken at least 87 reports for violent crime in the Northwest District. Reverend Charles Harrison with Andy 10-Point Coalition says this is a problem without an easy solution.
There's just all kind of violence out here, you know, and we have to try to stay in front of it in order to prevent, you know, a lot of violence occurring in an area that historically has been known for it.
Police do note that crime is down overall, and our news team tried to ask the community questions to get more perspective, but many people expressed fear and did not want to go on camera. The proposed budget for Indy DPW features critical investments to things like our city's roads. It's part of a bigger $1.7 billion plan outlined this week by Mayor Joe Hogsett. Logan Gay was there as department leaders made their case to councilors.
Thursday, the City County Council's Public Works Committee took a deeper dive into the DPW proposed 2026 budget for the first time.
This is really the number one part of our job, is passing this budget.
DPW plans their projects on a 5-year cycle. The way things are shaping up right now, that 5-year capital plan is around $1.2 billion. And they say they have big plans for that money.
Fixing sidewalks, building trails, keeping our bridges in top condition, safe conditions, and was building out stormwater infrastructure.
Some of the councilors took the opportunity to ask about DPW's plans for the $100 million from the city and the state. Each entity puts in $50 million.
Have you guys devised a plan or have a high-level thought of how we're spending our $50 million? The reason why I'm asking that question is because I have heartburn when I know that all we're dedicating toward residential streets is $16 million annually.
Very thankful for the $16 million, of course, but as a counselor, we always want more. You know, we're always fighting for our residents to have more.
DPW leaders say when it comes to those residential streets, they're making up for lost time.
Well, we have various ways of addressing residential roads. Indianapolis just did not address residential roads for the longest time. And so as a result, there's a backlog of need. And so you go back about maybe 3-4 years ago, the council started putting out $25 million a year through fiscal distributions to help address on the roads.
Up next, the Public Works Committee will meet for a review and analysis of DPW's budget plans on September 25th with a vote on the full budget in October. In Indianapolis, Logan Gay, 13 News.